beach or close to work, and you're like, I don't know, like maybe then I can't play my late night video games and my all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is not your priority.
But
But sounds like it is your priority.
as a man.
Yeah.
As a man child that doesn't drink, right? I don't go out. I don't chase one night stands. I don't do all that shit to occupy my time. I also don't have a family. Right. That's like, I have a real reason to grow the fuck up. Like, I don't. So it's like, I'm not being pulled in either direction. I'm just being pushed by me. And so I go, or so I've rationalized, hell yeah, play your video games. You're not spending X amount of money or suffering X amount of damage to your liver because you went out to the bars tonight.
Yeah.
And, oh, hey, you're not waking up and having to deal with the social discomfort or damage that you might be doing because God knows what I might have said to a pretty lady to get into her bed that night and then be like, I didn't mean it. Goodbye. And then, like, it's like all of this pain and suffering negated because I went hee-heed on the interwebs with my buddies. And I'm over here like, Kylen, James, Winterbotham, we did it again. Like I'm a little victory. Right. You're over here like,
what else could you be doing with your time? That's what I'm
like. Reading a book called.
Yeah, you could be reading a great book.
Yeah.
Right. You could be learning something. You could be putting together a master plan for your life. What do you want to do? You could be doing something. You could be working towards something.
I know this is weak, but I like winging it.
Well, I don't know how that's worked out.
I almost died to my own lack of dental hygiene.
Right. There was that.
Par for the course.
And now you have teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Almost died from the teeth thingy. She didn't just she just didn't not like the teeth. Apparently it was so bad. We had a big old infection underneath my brain.
Right.
And they wake me up or, I come out of the surgery and let's
go back. Is that, so you had your teeth were had holes. They were brown. They were not looking good.
They weren't looking good.
And every time I'd see you, I was like, is he doing meth or something? Like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I got into a bunch of fights and the fractures and they were deep in cavities.
And so, but then I was like, I can't say anything. So there came a point where you had me drop you off at a dentist appointment and you came back and you were like, they didn't do anything. And that was the perfect in for me to be like, let's get this shit taken care of. So then I took you to my dentist.
Yeah, that was wild.
And then they told me that they haven't seen anything that bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And Kenda, it's gonna cost you a small car.
Yeah, wasn't it like $60,000 before they were like, why are you doing this? Oh no, because they're like, oh, this is Nolan. And you're like, no. And they're like, oh, is this Hunter? And you're like, this is not my son. And they're like, why are you doing this? Right. And I think you said something like just to keep it quick, you were like, he's a cool guy.
No, I said that if you can, you should.
Oh, well, whatever. They were like, he is a cool guy. And then they did some pro bono shit.
And then they did some
and then it was like $60,000 to $40,000.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it. Edit it out, right?
Not a number. All I will say is that you needed it. You didn't have medical insurance and that it was important that it got done. And what we found out afterwards is it was moving towards your brain. And you were like, oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. And they're like, that's because it's necrotic and everything was dead in there.
Oh, yeah. They go, I've never seen anything like this before. And then I go, what do you mean? And then they go, how'd they word it? They're basically telling me that I had previous pain in my mouth. And I was like, I know. And they're like, no, you don't get it. Like, what the hell was going on in there? And I was like, it hurt. And they're like,
it hurts so bad.
Yeah, they're like, no, you don't get it. Your nerves rotted out. And I was like, it felt like that. There was a bunch of horrible pain, and then it just kind of went away on its own. And they're like, no, you don't get it. That's insane. And I was like, I think I get it. I went through it, and then it was a lady. So I was like, whoa. You're gonna go through childbirth. Like, there's all this talk of grandiose pain. Like, what are we talking about? And she's like, I'm like, what do you mean, And she's like, your nerve rotting itself out is twice as painful as childbirth. And then I was like, that's happened 4 times. Are you trying to tell me I've experienced the pain of childbirth 8 times in my mouth. She goes, yes. And that's how I know you women, weak.
Was that?
No. But then,
listen, Jackie.
no.
God.
And then right after the surgery, when I'm like, take me to car because I can't think, right? Like I'm waking up from the anesthesia. The guy's like, hey, you almost died. I'm like, why are you fucking telling me this when I'm in this state? They're trying to let me know that the 2D X-ray showed an infection, but they didn't see how bad it was
until they went
in there, and apparently it was like, yeah, you were like one punch away from
right.
And I was like, damn.
And the thing about getting it done too is that you afterwards were like, I feel so much better. You didn't even realize how crappy you were feeling.
That's right. Wow. Yeah. Turns out you can get real accustomed to slowly dying.
Right. Yeah. So anyways, now you're a lot better.
So much better. Thank you.
And everything's good.
Yes. Still a man-child. Still Peter Pan complex.
So maybe winging it's not always the plan.
Gotta wing it in the right direction.